Welcome to Model Horse Tack School. My name is Carrie, and today we're going to do another Crupper type. This here will be for the side saddles. There's going to be a ring on the side saddles that you would clip this onto. It's really easy to get on and off the model, so I like this one. What we're going to need is 2 buckles, a jump ring. I don't have a square ring, so we're just going to go ahead and use a jump ring, and we'll modify that to make it work. Let's start by taking this this jump ring, and I got this really cool jump ring opener on Temu, and I use it a lot. So that is not, fully where it needs to be, so I can use this to manipulate that so it matches. Okay, take some practice, but the more I use it, the more I like it. And then I'm going to get the opening, as I just put the opening, closed it up. So now we're going to do that opening, and I'm going to smash that. And if you want, that's it. So you don't have to do any more, because it'll work as a D. But then if you want it more square, then you can go to the other side, smash that side as well. And now we're closer. We're closer to, it's just very hard to get those sharp corners. And make it really square. So I don't think I can get it much squarer than that. I think that's about the best I'm going to be able to do. It should be pretty good. Okay, so put my hook in there. And then I can close it up. See, I really like this. Hands are free. Okay, so for lace, I need 2 lengths of 2.5 inches. Now, this is for traditional scale. You'll have to kind of measure for your own model if you're using a smaller scale. They're gonna be about mid-back. This is the 2 with a pointed end. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put our pointed ends on one end, and then glue the other 2 side by side on the other side of the ring from the hook. I would keep the hook on the end that doesn't have the opening. There we go. That's our hook part. First way to do this is what I call the easy way. So just go ahead and cut yourself 4 inches of 3/32 inch leather lace. Glue a buckle on each end. Now if we look at the page, no keepers. I'd put them on anyways. Okay, way number 2, we're going to take some of that braided braiding cord that I've used so many times in my other videos. We're going to remove the center string. Be very careful not to break it, or you have to go to the other side to try and pull it out, but get that pulled out. We're going to get ourselves a needle. What I didn't show is we've got a 4-inch piece of 1/16 leather lace that has been skived. Really nicely, thinly skived. We're going to thread the leather lace onto the needle, and then we're going to poke the needle through the center of that braided braiding cord so that we can pull the 1/16 inch leather lace through. You should have at least 4 inches of the braided braiding cord, because it will get smaller. It'll shrink in length. You're going to have to work it over the lump, and then get it onto the centered onto that 1/16 inch leather lace, because we're going to take some 3/32 inch, only about a 1/2 inch 3/32 inch for our buckle straps there. But to get that, make sure it's centered. And when it is, we're going to glue it to keep the threads down. So we're going to put a little glue right there on the ends and work it so that the threads are glued flat. Okay, once we got those threads down, I've already pre-cut some 3/32 inch leather lace. It's about 1/2 inch. I need that for my buckles. So I'm going to go ahead and glue a buckle to each tab. I think it might be 3/4 inch, 1/2 inch. We just need something to make the transition from the 1/4 inch that we used inside the braided braiding cord to the leather we used on the other part of the strap that has the hook. So we're going to make those, and then we're going to just go ahead and glue them right over the top, so wrong side to right side, over the top of the straps on the tail part of the Crupper. That's what I'm kind of doing here, and I did trim them a little bit, so I thought they might be just a little long, and that's up to your taste. So I'm gluing it so that the tab I created is flush to the threads of the braided braiding cord. Try and make it as smooth a transition as possible. Once we have that done on both sides, you can trim off the rounded edges or the squared edges from the leather lace, and that'll help with the transition. That's what I'm doing here, just trying to smooth out that transition between the two different types of or widths of leather lace. Okay, so we buckle it up on both sides to the hook strap, and there you go. That's actually my favorite way to do these. I think it gives enough bulk in the back. But just in case you don't have the braided braiding cord, I'm going to show you got one more way you can try and get this to work. We're going to take 4 inches of 1/8 inch wide leather lace, 1/8 inch wide leather lace, and we are going to skive it super thin in the middle. We want to get as much of that bulk out as possible because we're going to do a wrap. Now the buckle ends, of course, you'll want to skive too, but that center needs to be nice and thin so that you can roll this. So we're going to see how really working on skiving that. That's important. Once I have it skived, I'm going to start folding it in half. This will let me know if it's going to be thin enough to kind of roll it. So that looks like it's going to be thin enough. Now I want to leave some tabs for the buckles. So about 1/2 inch away from each edge, I'll start doing the glue. So glue the center 1/2 inch away from the edges. And now we fold it in half. And this is just, first of all, to get the glue to kind of stick and to squeeze out any excess. And I always have excess glue. That's just the way I glue things. So once I have it in half, now I'm going to start rolling it between my thumb and my forefinger. Rolling. And this to give it more of a, instead of being flat, to kind of give it that roundness that we're looking for. So just gonna roll it all the way from one end to the other. Okay, so since we've got 1/8 inch leather lace and 3/32 inch buckles, we're going to have to trim just a little bit off of the edges of these tabs, and just a little bit, because there's not that much difference between 1/8 inch and 3/32. Only about a 1/16 of an inch or so, less than that even. So we're just going to take off a little bit, and that'll allow us to use these buckles and hide the transition. Okay, so once we have those buckles on, I'm going to go ahead and buckle that to the hook piece. And when you see, because we did that trim, now it fits really smoothly with a 3/32 inch lace. Now I suppose you could do 1/8 inch lace. I think it's a little thick, but you could use 1/8 inch lace the whole way, and then you don't have to do that trim. Make sure you use your 1/8 inch buckles.
So there you go, 3 different ways of doing this particular Crupper. I want to thank you for spending time with me today. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about the wacky stuff I do on this channel, and have yourself a really good day. So there you go, 3 different ways of doing this particular Crupper. I want to thank you for spending time with me today. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about the wacky stuff I do on this channel, and have yourself a really good day.